Namaste everybody, welcome back to Udaya's classroom. In today's class, we are going to start with the classification of personal account, real account and nominal account sum. Come, let's get started with the class. Classify the following accounts into personal, real and nominal accounts. Here we have taken near about 18 elements. Here we are going to identify the particular account belongs to which type of account, whether it is a personal account or a real account or nominal account. Now let's find out easily. Cash account. So personal, real, nominal. Personal account related to person. Real account related to asset. Nominal account related to expenses and losses, incomes and gains. So cash. Cash is a asset. So what it is? Asset coming under which type of account? Real account. So cash is a current asset. It is a real account. And the next is bank. Here you need to understand one thing. We will be having cash balance and the bank balance, right? So the term bank balance, if it is coming, we should be very careful. Bank balance means it is a asset. So cash balance and the bank balance is asset. If it is a bank, IOB Bank or State Bank of India or KVB, we have to consider it as artificial person. So the banks all also like a institution, companies, we are calling it as artificial person, right? The same way banks also artificial person. So any bank, if you take, it is an artificial person. So here they have given as only bank. So it is not a bank balance, it is a bank. IDBI, it could be any IDBI bank or any other IOB bank. So what we have to write, if it is bank balance, we have to understand it is a real account. If it is a bank institution, means it is a personal account. Hope you are clear with this term. A bar C I am writing, it is a account. So coming to the third term, outstanding salaries. Outstanding salaries. So salaries means what? Expenditure, right? So salaries we have to pay to our company employees. So salaries or expenses. So salaries, expenses is coming under which type of account? Actually nominal account, right? Expenses and incomes all coming under nominal account. In the previous session itself I have mentioned, in prefix or suffix of any expenses, we have to be very careful. It is not a nominal account, it is a personal account. So salary is expenses, is an expenses. So in front of salary, outstanding is coming. So salary alone, if it is there, we can write it as nominal account since the prefix is outstanding here. So it is not a nominal account, it is a personal account. Okay, so outstanding salary is a personal account. Suppose prepaid salary, if it is there also, it is a personal account. Prepaid means we have paid in advance. Outstanding means yet to pay, it is due, right? It is a liability also. Fine. Moving on to the next element, sales. Sales, if we have done sales in our company, what we will be receiving? Our income will be coming to the organization. Revenue will be generated. So revenue, what is the rule of the nominal account? If we receive revenue is coming under which type of account? Nominal account, right? So sales is a nominal account because it is a, we will be generating revenue out of our sales. Okay, and the next is accrued interest. What do you mean by accrued interest? Accrued interest means accumulated interest. So if we have deposited amount in the bank, we will be receiving some interest. So year end, March month is the accounting financial year is going to get over. So March month you are going to receive interest, right? So March month interest you will be getting, for example, you are going to get in the month of April only. So for completing your company accounts, you can write accrued interest. Suppose 3000 is going to come as interest. So you can write accrued interest 3000. March month you are going to close the account. So accrued interest 3000. So that accumulated interest you will be receiving in the next month. That means the interest did not realized in the particular month. So you will be receiving it. So in order to close the accounts, you will be writing the particular interest as accrued. So interest is revenue. So revenue expenses are coming under which type of account? Nominal account. But here one thing we need to concentrate like this. So interest alone means immediately we can write as nominal account. So what is coming here? Prefix is accrued. So we cannot write as nominal account. It is a personal account. So interest alone means it's a revenue. So we can write as nominal account. Since accrued has come, so we have to write as personal account. So suppose we are going to write as interest due. Interest due means due. It is the meaning is same only, like accrued only. So interest due also you have to write as personal only. So that's why I am saying prefix or suffix. If you have any other term like due or outstanding or prepaid, you have to write as personal account. It is not a nominal account. Hope you are clear. Leasehold property. Leasehold property means for lease we will be taking some property and all for a fixed number of years. 1 year, 2 years or 3 years like that. So leasehold property. Property means asset only. So asset will be coming under which type of account? Personal? No. Nominal, it is a revenue or income? No. Then real account. So it is asset. So it is coming under real account. So the type of account is real account. And the next is drawings. So previous classes what I have told you, capital account. So capital will be invested by the proprietor in his business. From his capital, if he withdraw amount for his personal use, any amount or any goods, if the proprietor withdraw for his personal use, it will be termed as drawings. So it is related to personal account. So the type of account is personal here. Alright. And the next term is discount received. Tell me, it is a personal type or nominal or real? Discount received. We have received discount from someone for doing sales or some activity. We have purchased some raw materials for our company. We have received discount, right? It is revenue, one form of revenue. So the revenue and the expenses coming under personal, real or nominal? Nominal. So we have generator, revenue. So it is a nominal type of account. And the next is bad debts written off. What is a bad debts written off? What do you mean by bad debts? First of all, bad means bad only. So debt means if we have received some amount as loan from someone, or if we have paid amount to someone, or if we have done some sales to our customers for credit. So if we have done sales to someone, that is customers for credit, they will be called as debtors for us. They are all our assets, right? If suppose particular debtor, if he is not paying his debts for us, it will be termed as bad debts. It is not going to come for us. So the amount which cannot be recovered by the proprietor will be termed as bad debts. Here, bad debts written off means bad debts, that is, here I will tell you, I am a company, I have done sales for 1000 rupees. It is a credit sales, okay? So I have done a credit sales, which means my debtors 1000 rupees. So now how much I have to collect from my debtors? 1000 rupees. Here I am telling 50 rupees I am not going to receive from my debtor. I have a doubt. So what I have to write? 50 rupees is my bad debts. In short, I have written BD. So 50 rupees is my bad debt. So I will be receiving only 950. So like this I can write. So debtors totally 1000. So 50 rupees is my bad debt. So I have, what I have done here, deducted, right? this is called written off. So 50 rupees is my written off here. So obviously this bad debts is not definitely revenue, it is a loss. So loss is all revenue which coming under which type of account? Nominal account. I'm just putting dicto here. So bad debts written off, bad debts deducted here. So it will be considered as loss. So debit all expenses and losses coming under which type of account? Nominal account. So it's a nominal account. Moving on to the next element, purchases. So purchases, the company will be doing purchases, right? So the company will be purchasing assets or any other raw materials, goods, everything, right? So when the company purchases, it has to spend some money, expenses to be done, right? So the expenses coming under nominal account. The type of account is nominal. Okay. And the next is bad debts recovered. Now here I have told you an example, right? So I have a doubt, the 50 rupees debtor is not going to turn back, is not going to pay money back to me. So it will be considered as bad debts. So I have deducted here. This 50 rupees bad debtor again he is going to come to me and he is going to repay the debt 50 rupees. So now what happened? Bad debts recovered. I have recovered my bad debts. So here again it will be taken inside. So this is it is not a loss now, it is termed as revenue here. So it is a nominal account. So written off is considered as nominal account. It is a loss, but recovered bad debts is a nominal type of account, but it is recovered. It is a revenue. So here it is nominal type of account. Moving on to the next element, plant and machinery. So plant and machinery means asset. Everybody knows. So plant and machinery asset. Asset coming under which type of account? Personal, real, nominal, real account. Okay. And the next is capital. So capital, who is going to invest? Person only going to invest to an other person, that is entity. Entity will be considered as artificial person. So natural person will be investing amount to the artificial person, company or firm or anything, right? So it is a personal account. And next is interest paid. Interest paid. Here interest paid means we have paid interest. Our company have paid interest. It is an expenses. So expenses coming under which type of account? Personal or real or nominal? Not personal, nominal. Here I told you prefix or suffix you have to concentrate. Some people will be thinking, ma'am told expenses in front of expenses or after the expenses, if something has come, I have to write as personal account. Not like that. Only the outstanding and the prepaid. If yet to be paid, it will be considered as personal account, or paid in advance, that is prepaid, well in advance. Next month only I have to pay the amount expenses. Now itself I have paid means it is a personal account. It is not a nominal account. But here interest paid, the meaning is same. Interest paid. So it is a nominal account. It is not a personal account. You have to make it very clear. So in blunt you should not understand prefix or suffix like that. Outstanding, prepaid. The meaning is outstanding, yet to pay, or due, or paid in advance. So these kind of meaning if you understand, you have to write as personal account. So meaning is here different. Interest paid. So it is a nominal account. Bank overdraft, which means the company will have current account with the bank always. Companies will not have savings account, because normal people, employees only will be having savings account. Employers will have current account with the bank. Right? Why they have to keep current account? Because the current account will not receive any interest from the bank. Only the savings account holders will be receiving interest from the bank. Why the current account holders will not receive interest? Because day-to-day activities will be more for them. for the business people, the transactions will be more. So daily the bank account will get operated. So the business people cannot have savings account. They can have savings account, but they cannot have regular transactions. So business purpose always the current account only will be open. So the current account holders will have a advantage of getting bank overdraft from the bank for an emergency purpose. Suppose they have got that is the business people, I am running a business, I have got 3 lakhs account balance in my bank, emergency I need 10,000 rupees extra, so 3 lakh I can withdraw from my bank account, and extra 10,000 if I want means the bank will be giving 10,000 also extra, 3 lakh 10,000 it will be giving, right? The 10,000 extra amount will be called as bank overdraft. Little later I have to pay to the bank. So the extra amount is liability for me because I have to repay to the bank, right? So the bank overdraft is also personal account, personal type of account only, so it's related to money. Okay, next is prepaid rent. Rent. Here the term rent alone, if you take, we have to pay rent, or sometimes we will be receiving rent also. Here it is prepaid rent. So paid rent. Rent alone paid means you can write nominal account because it is an expenses, so we will be writing nominal account. But as I told, prepaid and outstanding, if it is coming means we should not write nominal account, so we have to write as personal account. Okay, so the prepaid rent, we have paid in advance, rent paid in advance, everything is same meaning. Okay, and the next is carriage inwards. Carriage inwards means it is like mini transport expenses only. If we have purchased some raw materials, we have to pay some amount for the carriage, right? So goods, if it is coming by mini auto, something like that, right? So that is what carriage inwards. So we have to, it's an expenses, so we have to pay amount. It is a nominal type of account. Okay, and at last, goodwill. Goodwill means it is a good name of the company. If the company has got reputation in the society for so many years, it is running, it will have some good name. Oh, this company, it has got good name in the society. So that term called goodwill, right? So every company will have this goodwill. So if the company has earned a very good name in the society, the goodwill amount will be huge. So it is a asset. So asset will be coming under real account only. Okay, and goodwill is tangible asset or intangible asset. Previous classes I have explained you. Can you remember? It's a tangible. Goodwill can we touch and see? No, only we can feel the goodwill. So you cannot touch and you cannot see it. So it is an intangible asset. So goodwill is an intangible asset and it is coming under real type of account. That's all. Now you are clear with identifying the type of accounts, right? With this understanding, we will end up the class now. I'll meet you in the next class with a new topic. Till then, it's bye from Udaya.